Hey guys, Brady, Nash, and Jeff Vanlaningham here in another episode of The Accidental Entrepreneur. Today we're going to talk about why I don't care if you have a degree. Hey, this is Brady Nash. Welcome to The Accidental Entrepreneur.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Accidental Entrepreneur. Today we are talking about no degree, no problem. And specifically, Brady, we're talking about college degrees and do they matter or not? I can tell you that personally, having spent 7+ years attaining a 4-year degree, I could have used this philosophy. So tell us a little bit about what you mean when you say no degree, no problem.
Yeah, first of all, I think it depends. I don't want to be anti-college. Those of you that know, I dropped out of college my second semester. I'm that entrepreneur. Kind of that, that's why we call it the accidental entrepreneur. The reality is a college degree isn't bad. I don't want to be anti-college, but it is one check mark. You do a lot of the hiring here, Jeff. When we're looking for various positions, it is one thing that we're looking at from a skill set. It's a kind of experience. It shows interest. It shows you're able to follow through and complete something. So it's not bad. But let's just, for a second, those of you that aren't entrepreneurs or you don't own a business, let's just pretend you put yourself in this situation and we're hiring people. And what are the qualities and the things you're looking for? So let's just say we're going to hire, say, a graphic design, a web development person. When we're asking them, it shows that they have a degree, so they have some training, they had some interest. One of the other questions we're asking them is, hey, what do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies? What are your, what do you do after hours when you're not working? Why would we ask that? Well, the reason is you're trying to find out, is someone authentically really passionate about learning or their craft? Are they really artsy? Do they paint? Do they draw? Do they go to shows? Are they involved in any communities? It's just, again, not an end-all be-all, but it's one more checkbox of, hey, they're really interested. They're probably going to stick into this. It's not just something they randomly grabbed. If they're more passionate, they're probably going to be more committed and higher quality is one of the things we're looking at. We look at experience, and I know one of the big things people go through, well, how do I get experience if no one gives me a job? Well, you can go and do it. There's internships. You can go and build, graphic design. Hey, I designed, here's some of the work I've done. Maybe you did it for free for a friend or for a business. Like, there's a lot of things that show initiative. Then we're looking at, hey, here's someone that, again, shows initiative and drive. If someone's like, well, no one's ever given me an opportunity, again, I always look at people that blame other circumstances versus taking ownership as a huge negative. Because someone that looks for excuses versus taking it upon themselves is a huge red flag for me. And so, again, thank God people get degrees that are doctors and lawyers and nurses, and education is good. But in today's world, there are so many ways to get education. Some of it's even free. It's actually the time commitment and the ambition to go and set it out. I mean, just watching videos online and courses and being able to demonstrate your work is a part of that. Obviously, if you can demonstrate the work and you have some history and you have a good reference and people saying they did this job, here's pictures of it, look how amazing this is. Those are all things we'd look at. Character, friendliness, ambition, we're looking at all of that. And a degree is one list. It's one check mark of 10, 20 things that we're evaluating. This is talk about sales. This is say, kids that are, I think a lot of the big one is like sales and marketing or business admin. Are you getting any experience doing that? And what I mean by that is, let's just say Jeff and I, we own a business. We have limited funds, right? We need a salesperson. We can only hire one. We've got someone that's coming fresh out of school. They have a 4-year degree in sales and marketing, but they haven't actually done any sales, and they really haven't done any marketing other than what they've been taught in school. And over here, I've got someone else that doesn't have a college degree, but they've been successfully selling Kirby vacuum cleaners door to door, or water purification systems, or roofing, or whatever it is, or selling cars, and they were one of the best salespeople, at the car dealership. We get one person to hire. Who should we pick? I'm telling you, being able to show, again, if it was even, the person that has a degree, maybe they have the edge. Again, I'm probably more inclined to personality and, who do I really see fitting inside of a culture fit? But it's just one check mark. So again, it's not anti-college, but you got to know what you're going for. And I think in today's world, most of my friends, I don't know about you, Jeff, most of my friends have degrees and stuff they don't even use in their profession anymore.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have tons of friends who have gone, and again, not saying college, and as a college graduate, I can speak to this a little differently, but I have a degree in social science with a minor in philosophy, which apparently prepares you to become vice president of a company. I know when I look at resumes, and I've looked at hundreds of them, I'm more concerned with looking at, did they work all through college? Those kinds of things, showing me that kind of character, that kind of real world experience, because you're right, unless I think specifically you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, that certain things that require a degree, not to say the generic ones like mine are bad, but I'm looking for other things beyond just that. The college degree isn't what it once was, I think, where it automatically opened a bunch of doors. Now we're looking at character, we're looking at real world experience. You know, for example, with sales, we have a person right now who wants to be a sales rep, and they have very persistently been badgering me, and I say that kindly. But that's the kind of skill set you want to see, you know, that do they know how to grind? Do they know how to get out there? So
I'm a big fan of two-year tech schools where you go and you learn a craft, a trade, love that stuff. I think the problem, and again, I'm not anti-four-year degree, it's again, just having some specifics, some direction with what you're trying to accomplish. Because a business, think about when they're trying to hire you, they're trying to figure out how you can perform a job at a high level. And what is their confidence if they hire you? Because it's an investment. What is their confidence that you're going to be able to do this job and do it really well, and that you're going to enjoy doing it? So any path that you want to go, when you look at, would you hire you? These are the questions, I started, when I'm speaking to high schools is, would you hire you? Why or why not? And how can you, based upon your history of your actions, not your words, not your intent, but actually what you've done, show them that, right? So ambition, maybe that was, donating time. Maybe it's doing art shows if you're going through graphics. Maybe it's, hey, I've successfully sold A, B, C, D. Here's a list of people you can call and talk about my work ethic. Those are all big positive things that you can show. Again, depending on the career, what you're trying to do, those things are super important. How you interview and how people can look at this and like, hey, this person's, actually walks the walk and they're just not talking about it. So again, college can be great, and it can also be, a very small check mark for a really expensive piece of paper if you're not going to attack it appropriately. So hopefully that gave you guys some insight to how business owners and entrepreneurs look at that. It's not a bad thing. Just understand it's one checkbox. I think all the other values we listed, from how you show your passion, your ambition, your skill set, any history, those things are, for me, weighted just as much, again, depending on the specific career. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We like compliments as well, and we'll talk to you guys soon.